Hi everybody, let's get moving. We've got 3 more assessment tools / strategies to talk about, and they are all included in this video. As I said earlier, teachers want assessment tools that are easy to implement and that provide rich and useful information, and the 3 we're talking about today fall into that category. We're going to be talking about looking at student work, using learning video, and taking learning photographs. In some ways, all of these tools are similar in that we use them to capture evidence of students' capabilities, of how they do what they do. And when we are taking learning videos and learning photographs, it's documenting work that is not happening on paper. It's things that are happening in real time. Work samples are examples of student work that was completed either spontaneously during center time or during an activity or a lesson that the teacher feels offers great insight into the student as a learner. But, and I'm going to say this a lot, you have to provide, terrible star, you have to provide thorough documentation, because looking at a piece of work by itself does not give any information about what it shows about the child as a learner or why you think it's important. And so this issue of thorough documentation is a biggie. This is not a work sample. Why not? Well, this drawing looks like a zillion other kindergarten drawings I've seen. And I would want to know, why did the teacher save this drawing? What makes it important? And what does this drawing show about this child as a learner? That's the information that takes a piece of work to the next level and makes it become a work sample that's an assessment document. Now, this is a work sample. You can see that it has the information about the child, the date, and so on, and about what this work shows about the child as a learner. And the solution they're talking about, you can see right up here, how she drew the outline of the cloud and then colored around to solve her problem. Learning video can be a very powerful tool, but it can also be kind of difficult to use. It's hard to videotape while you're teaching, obviously. You can't carry your camera around. Children tend to perform for the camera. All of them have grown up being videotaped, and they have certain behaviors that they display when they are being taped. And often the presence of the camera disrupts what's going on. But if you want to document recurring disruptive behaviors, meltdowns, fits, bullying, you can catch that on video, and there is not a parent in the world who can say, oh, my child never has fits. Yes, she does. We've got 3 on tape. It's also very useful for documenting work that unfolds over time. Like all assessment documents, video clips have to have proper documentation: the student name, the date of the taping, the description of the project, and what's being documented. And there are a lot of different ways you can do that. You can embed the information at the beginning of an iMovie. You can burn the iMovie to a disk and write the information on the disk. You can put it on a piece of paper. You can store the electronic version of the video in a file on your computer with a document in there with the cover sheet info, but you've got to have it or else you're not going to know what you're looking at. I'm sorry to say that I can't get this video to play in this app that I'm using, so I'll post it separately, and I'll label it Aaliyah's video, because it's really excellent if you like little kids, teaching little kids. And So I apologize for that, but it'll let you see that if you can catch learning while it's happening, it is really, really powerful. Learning photographs document students in the process of learning something. It's easy and quick and natural and inexpensive. We all have our cameras in our phones. We all take pictures of everything all the time. And we can really use these photos not only to document student learning, but also to present student learning, to make the work and the learning visible to parents, other teachers, administrators, and so on. But here's the tricky part. It's very easy to fall into that vacation photo trap. These are learning photographs. Learning. They have to document learning. A cute kid holding up a cute piece of artwork is not a learning photo. Also, you have to include the student in the learning photo. If you're just taking a photo of student work, then what you have is a work sample. A learning photo is a photo that shows the student at work, learning. This is not a learning photo because, as you can see, it is not revealing anything at all about Noah's skill as a bass player. Unlike the previous photo, this could be a learning photo because you can see Noah's fingering technique and his grip on the bow when he's plucking. And it also shows that he needs to look at his fingers, which is relevant to his work as a bass player too. But it's not a learning photo yet. Learning photos require supporting documentation. That's what turns the photo into a documentation of learning, and it includes the same thing that all assessment documents should include: student name, date, description of what's going on, and the all-important questions: what is being documented in this learning photo, and what does the learning photo reveal about the child as a learner? Tra-la-la, this is a learning photo. Has the name, the date, what's going on, and what this shows about his learning. If I just had the photo, I might forget. But this documents that in October, that's why he's wearing a cow suit, in October of his first year in orchestra, this is where he was. I know, I'm nagging now, but this is really, really important. You have to have documentation. That's what makes it a piece of assessment and not just a scribble on a Post-it note or another drawing of a smiley face girl with a balloon. And so, in conclusion, you have been introduced to the 6 assessment tools we'll be working with in this course. Each of them will be covered in detail in the class sessions, and you will get to see lots of examples and work with the student assessments that we've gathered. And I hope that you are excited about the possibilities that this is going to hold for you as teachers, and I am looking forward to engaging in this process with you.